21st, 2017. I'm Ashely Sellers, speech language pathologist and owner and operator of Speech Language and Beyond. So I'm just coming to you today just to check in. Of course, you know, on Fridays, that's when I make my daycare Head Start visits. So I'm headed there to do that now. But to be honest with you guys, I'm just tired this morning. Like, I just feel like everything that I'm doing is really starting to catch up with me. And this week I didn't get a lot of things done that I really want to get done because I got this new idea for a product that I'm not going to reveal to you right now, and I really wanted to kind of get the concept fully developed and decide how I was going to do it and create it and get it out there on my webpage to be sold. And this product is actually going to be the first product that I'm actually going to ship out, because if you're familiar with my website and some of the products I already offer, they're pretty much to the point that when you buy them and I'm notified that you paid for them, I normally just send them to you in the email, and then it's kind of your responsibility to put them together. So this particular product, the way that I'm making it, I'm actually in the process of making sure that I can get those shipped out to you already made, and I'm also going to go ahead and do a few of the products I already have on my website, do maybe 5 of each one right now to kind of see how that goes, and put them in the process of where if you want them already made, that can be done for you too. So all you have to do is buy it, wait for it to get to you, you know, and just go ahead and use it. So I kind of got caught up in that idea when I know that I should have been doing, you know, paperwork and getting some things done. And so that kind of held my week up. But I finally got everything finalized and how I wanted it and the materials that I would need for it. I went ahead and got all of that pretty much done yesterday. So now, I mean, I did a sample of one of the things I would do. So now, because I know how it's going to work and I know the materials that I'm going to need, then I'm just going to just develop a few more concepts that fit within that the product that I'm creating. That way I can just do a mass production. Like, they're going to be for individual sale, and then they're going to be packets that you can put together as well. So yeah, so I'm kind of tired and I feel like I just want to have a do me day. Well, so today, when you'll be with me, but you know, you've seen me do therapy, and if you see me do it once, you've seen me do it 1,000 times. So I'm not going to tape any of my sessions today. I'm just going to take you along with me. You'll probably be seeing my husband later, because I'm going to go ahead and have lunch with him. For whatever reason, we were going to go have lunch at our favorite Mexican restaurant on last Friday, but when we got there, it was just so packed and we barely had a place to park, and we just didn't feel like waiting. So we're going to, I think we end up going to Taco Bell or something, but we're going to try to go back there today. We'll see. And so either way, you'll get a chance to see him, and you'll probably get to see what our evening routine is with Ashton, you know, on Fridays, you know, when we get home. And I think I'm going to have like a little a little do me day, you know, where my husband, he doesn't get off till about 5, and we normally don't go and pick Ashton up till about 5:30. And so after I have lunch with my husband, I think I'm going to go to the movies. There's a little movie coming out today that I want to see, you know, the one with Katherine Heigl and I think it's Rosario Dawson, I think that's their names, about, you know, one of them being married, they get a divorce, and the other one steps in and she tries to make her life so miserable. So I want to go see that little movie, and that'll be my little moment to do me. And I'll probably go ahead and get my nails filled in, and I don't know, I just kind of need a day of a moment to myself to just relax and to do something that I like, you know. So yeah, I'm talking to you guys while I'm on this back road to AMERICUS. And I just thank God, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes when you take on new things, you don't want to feel like you bit off more than what you could chew. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I have a lot of things going on right now, and I thank God. I mean, I'm appreciative of the fact that he gives me ideas, and when I think that it's not going to come to pass, you know, he'll put something in my path that'll allow the idea that I have for it to really, you know, become reality for me. And I just thank him for those blessings. I'm also thankful for the fact that, you know, I'm able to get up in the morning and come to work. And when I was taking on this contract, well, this is not a contract, when I agreed to work as a outsourced agency for Babies Can't Wait, I was really hesitant about it, because I'm like, you know what, I've been there, I've done that, I've been in the homes, and I don't really mind going to the homes, but these days, the world that we live in, it's really just different. And the way that you would kind of expect for people to behave when you're coming into their home, you don't always get that. And I'm just like, as much as I care for the children that I'm serving, you know, I just don't want to be treated rudely all the time, or, you know, have to put up with unnecessary attitudes all the time. And I felt like, you know, some of the parents that I was dealing with were parents that were about the same age as me or younger, and, you know, sometimes they're looking at you like, you can't tell me anything, you know, we're the same age, you know, whatever. So, I don't know. I loved it when I was doing it, but I've done it enough to know that I don't necessarily want to go back into homes. And so I didn't want to bite off more than I could chew. But I feel like, you know, God, if you're allowing me to expand my business to another area right now in a very cost-effective way, where it's not, you know, I'm not having to come out of pocket with anything extra right now, why not go ahead and take a step in that direction? So that's what I'm doing. And I just thank God that he made it an easy transition for me. Like, I'm tired, but it's not, I'm getting up in the morning saying I'm tired, which I am, but I'm not getting up with the attitude of, oh my God, I don't want to go do this. I actually enjoy it. And I realize how much I miss going into some of the daycares. And so, and even at the end of the day, when this was presented to me, you know, it was a really strong push from the person that I agreed to do this with. It was a really strong push from them to get me to go back into the homes and to sign up to, you know, be under a contract with Babies Can't Wait again. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I fought really hard to get my business from underneath somebody else's umbrella, because it's like, you know, some of the contracts, even when you subcontract with the company under your business name, like if you go through and you read some of that fine print, I mean, they're not really concerned about you. They're concerned about you getting their business out there, even if they are paying you a high dollar amount. But if you create something or a product or come up with an idea while under their contract, they'll tell you in a heartbeat. If they find out about it and it works, it's their creation. It's not yours, because you did it while working with a client base that they provided for you. And I'm like, no, don't want to do that. One contracting agency that I worked for, they wanted to know if you were in a private practice outside of working for them. What were your hours? Who did you see? No, didn't like that. Of course, I wasn't quitting jobs left and right. I was doing what I had to do, but over time, as I was able to get more access to a more stable client base, and a lot of those things I didn't have to take just to have income, you know, coming in. Or another company that I worked for, that I had a subcontractor agreement with, they knew that the contract that we were working under for them with an online school company here based out of Georgia was ending. And I knew something was funny, because they were having us do all this extra stuff. They were getting really restrictive about how they paid us or whatever, only to find out through an email that wasn't supposed to get to me that everyone was going to lose their job in September, you know? And they didn't give us an opportunity to know that, so that we could find employment elsewhere, because they were trying to use us to save the contract, which never ended up happening. And I'm just like, those are experiences that I didn't want to have anymore. And Babies Can't Wait used to be like a state, a state-funded program where you didn't have to apply for Medicaid or anything like that to serve the children. They already had a state-based fund to pay us out of. And the years that I started, like in 2009 to 2010, they were slowly transitioning out of that. And all Babies Can't Wait is now for a therapist is a referral source, just like a doctor would be, with all the unnecessary paperwork in the middle that we don't need as speech therapists to do our job. So that's another reason why I didn't want to do that anymore. And so I said all that to say, it's like I was proud of myself, because when I decided to do this again, I let what I wanted for myself and what I was comfortable doing, I allowed that to be known. And I stated, I'm not going into the homes, but I will look into a space that when I'm not in the daycare, that if somebody still wants those services, that they can meet me at this designated spot during these hours of the day in order for me to work. But I'm not doing a daycare. I'm not getting back under, putting my business under a contract with them again. If you can work under those terms and conditions, then we're fine. And I'm glad that I stood up for what I know I wanted to do and wasn't just so caught up in trying to get extra money or trying to be seen in an area where I could possibly grow, that I was willing to do any and everything that I wasn't comfortable with in order to get there. So I just thank God for that, and it's really been an easy transition into doing this again. And it's just been really hard to try to find an extra space here, though. Oh, it's been really hard. And I know over the next few weeks I will, like I said, actually right now I have about 5 children, but I'm only able to see 2 right now because I'm still waiting to get the rest of the paperwork that I need for the authorizations to go through or whatever. And so that's kind of taking a minute, but I think, you know, it's going to just increase over time, where I'm here right now serving those 2 kids between, if I get there like at 9, then I'm pretty much leaving out of there no later than 10:15. But once my caseload kind of starts to increase, I'm pretty sure I'll probably be here until about 10, leaving out at 11. Probably won't get to my other place in Unadilla, which is, oh my God, still another 45 minutes away from Americus. Probably won't get there until about 12. So yeah, my days with them are going to get a little bit longer, so I'm enjoying the shorter amount of time that I have right now before that happens. And hopefully in the meantime, as my clientele increases, I can do a better job of trying to find a place down here to open up another office. It's just so much more expensive here than it is for me where I am, because I'm in a bigger building. I don't, you know, I don't pay utilities or anything like that. I just pay for the lease of my office plus my internet and phone. That's it. And that's very affordable for me. So, and I was kind of looking for something like that here. And my plan for the future right now, as far as the office that I have, is to next year, I'm claiming by faith that I will have a full-time SLP and an administrative assistant that I'm going to train to become an SLPA, so that if we have an overload in clients, that they can also, you know, do therapy or whatever. And I really want 2 full-time SLPs, but I at least want to start with the one at the beginning of next year. And in doing that, I am going to, I would say maybe around, I'm going to say around Thanksgiving, maybe once fall kind of comes back in, the people that I'm leasing from now, they have a lot of available spaces, and go ahead and talk to them about trying to get a bigger space. I want a waiting area and 3 offices. And what that is like, 1 office will be my office that I work out of, my therapy room, and then the therapy room for my full-time SLP. And of course, my administrative assistant will either be in my office or in the waiting area. But that's kind of how I want to start off right now. And like, just like I'm doing now out of my 1-room space, as you can see, I use my therapy table as my table that I work from, you know, when I'm not serving people. So that's the same thing that my therapist can do as well in their room. So I'm looking to do that by the beginning of the year. And I also want an office space here. And I may not start that one off as big. I know that I'm not. And I'm just going to have a therapist. And I'm going to have to take on 2, actually. And just have a therapist that does the visits here and therapy in the afternoon as well. So we'll see. That's my goal. But, and then like, I'll probably do that for another 2 or 3 years. And I'll just say, maybe by the time my son is 5 or 6, that I'm praying by that time that I'll go ahead. I want to build my building. I want to own my building. And I really want to make it from the ground up. But even if I can't do that, if I find a space, I want to make it into my own, and I want to own it. I don't want to lease it. I want to own it. So, yeah, that's my goal. But so, I just wanted to come in. I hope you all's day is going well. hope that you get everything accomplished today that you all want to get accomplished. And I will holler at you all a little bit later on. Hey you guys, it is now 12:05 and I am sitting on the passenger side of the car at my husband's job waiting for him to come out so that we can at least try and make our way to eat. I'm very hungry. I didn't eat breakfast or anything like that this morning, and I typically don't, and it's probably a bad thing that I don't. But when I wake up in the morning, I really don't have an appetite, and it's like I'm so focused on what it is I have to do that day. And it's like as I get myself ready, get my son ready, make sure my husband has everything that he needs, preparing our stuff that we may have to leave out of the door with or whatever, it's like my mind is just like going over, okay, I gotta go to the daycare today. Do I already have the stuff in the car? I'm just reviewing within myself what I need to do, and it's just like by the time I come down off of that high, like I don't know, it's, to me it's just something about the work hours between like 8 and 12. Those are the hours where I feel like I really can get things done. And then after 12 o'clock, it's like the day goes by so fast. Most of my afternoon sessions, they start. So I normally don't even come down off of this high until like around 12, and then that's when it like pops on me that I'm hungry and that I want something to eat or whatever. So I'm just sitting here waiting for him. Normally when he says whatever time it is that we're going to take lunch, it's always like a 5-minute wait, a 15-minute wait, just because they have to either wait for someone else to come back, or you know, in the process of helping someone, you know, check out books in the library or something. So my husband, he works at Albany State University as a library assistant, and I think he just got a new title because they've merged the colleges. Darton College and Albany State now is one university, and Darton is on the side of town that we live on, which is the west side of town. So that's their west campus, and they're all in the process of merging everything. So I think he's the new reference manager, specialist or something. So depending on whether or not he's helping a student or something like that, it'll depend on, you know, how quickly he can get out here and we can have our lunch or whatever. So, and this is most days, like I love having lunch with my husband because I enjoy having lunch with him. But some of the days when I decide that I don't want to have lunch with him, this is why, because it's just like literally, like I bet you guys today, like right now it's 12:08. He probably won't get out here to the car until like 12:15. Well, by the time we eat and we come back and get in the car, I guarantee you it's gonna be like 1:30, 1:45. And I'm just kind of like, how does, you know, our lunch turn into almost, you know, an hour and a half to 2 hour lunch? And then it's like I'm pushing it, you know, trying to get back to my office if I had any appointment set up for that day. And what I really should have done, I've been here since, because I'll say when I got back in from AMERICUS and I got back in town, it wasn't even 11:30. It was probably about 11:15. And so I was like, well, let me just come up here and wait for him to come out, because by the time I go into a store or try to do something to pass time, it'll be 12 o'clock before I know it. And then I'm normally a little bit later than what I want to be coming to pick him up. And those will be the days he'll actually come out the door at 12, you know. But I should have went to my office. I have everything I need to work with from home, but my creation that I made, my new product that I made, I have something else I want to add to it, and I should have went by there first to pick it up. So I guess I'll do that after we eat. And because 9 times out of 10, when I leave here, after I leave my office, after we eat or whatever, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go ahead and let him put Ashton's car seat in his car so that he can pick them up, because I'm just in one of those moods where I really just do not feel like leaving the house once I get there. And I'm having to make that decision to either finish up some paperwork or clean up. But I think I'm going to finish paperwork because my husband has to work this weekend. So it'll only be Ashton and I at the house. And so I can just, you know, put him in whatever room I'm in if he's not wanting to play in his own room, and just clean up like that, and probably get us a nap together, or, you know, once I take a break. But I'll probably just do that tomorrow. I'm trying to make up my mind, like, do I just want to come home tonight after we get home, after they get home, do I want us to go out and do something fun with Ashton, or should we just stay home and chill? Because I'm not even gonna lie, like this morning I was this close to not going to the daycare, just because I was so tired. My baby, he was tired. Like when he doesn't wake himself up before anywhere between 6:30 and 7 o'clock, if he doesn't wake himself up before those times, I know he's tired. And I have to really watch what I allow him to do, you know, when he wakes up in the morning. Because if he wakes up and he goes to playing with some of his toys in the room and he really doesn't see me or his dad getting ready, he makes the assumption that he doesn't have to go to school that day. And today, I guess he woke up and felt like today was a weekend or it was a Saturday, and he, every time we said him going to school, it's like he will whine. And so I was this close to just saying, you know what, me and my baby, we're just gonna stay home today. We're not going to do anything. We're just gonna stay home. But you know, I quickly got over that and just like, you know what, let me just go ahead and pick him up. And I know earlier I said like I was gonna go to the movies and all that. Like I really do, y'all, but I'm tired. Like I really just need to go home. Even if I go home and do paperwork, at least I can like prop my feet up, have all my little things I like to have next to me. Let me tell y'all something. When I go home and I do paperwork in the evenings, it's like I have to do my paperwork comfortable at home, because I've already set up, you know, at the table all day, all day earlier. So it's like, look, I have one of those little lap desk things that I put my computer on, whatever my favorite drink is that I want to drink at that time. If I have like a little snack or something that I want, I have my feet propped up on my ottoman, all my stuff laid out, because it's like once I get into my paperwork, I hate to have to get up and move. You know what I'm saying? Like it's even to the point where if I know I'm going to let my son sit in the same room with me, if he's not wanting to be in his room looking at one of his Thomas videos or whatever, oh girl, or whoever, I get him situated with the things that he likes, or have him in a distance, you know, close enough to me that if I need to get to him for anything, I don't have to maneuver. Or I just pull that classic, babe, can you come in here and see what he's doing? Can you come in and change his diaper? But yeah, when I go home, I really, you know, and I do paperwork, I try to get comfortable. I mean, I'll even go as far as to, you know, pull up Hulu and look up whatever show that I might have missed that week, or if it's anything I have recorded on DVR or whatever. And it's crazy because, you know, with me only having myself, you know, I really have to take paperwork home a lot of days. And it was before I had my son. If I said I was going to do paperwork, I did it. After having my son, it's like I'll bring all this stuff home. And if he's having a day where he is just wants to clean the mummy, I may not be able to get to it. If he has a day where he really wants to play and just kind of be with me, and I can like put him on a tablet or have my computer in front of me and do work. But you know, most days I have to take things home to do it in order for things at my office to keep moving. Like I always make sure that I have a printer at home that I can use. Like whatever I have at my office, I try to have at home for me to be able to use whatever. And I can't really say at this point that I have a home office, because when I was running my business from my home, that's my son's room now. And so I have a desk set up like in our living room area. But I don't know, it's just like, because I've sat up at a desk all day, I hate to sit up at a desk at home. And it's like I can't see the TV, my back is to the TV. I mean, if it's something I know I really need to concentrate on, you know, I will use it. But most times I just prop myself up somewhere comfortable, either in my bed or in, you know, a nice chair in my room or in my living room. So yeah, I did want to go and do all those things today, but I just don't really feel like going in and out of stores or having to sit 30 or 45 minutes at the nail shop before I can get my nails done. And I'm just going to eat with my husband, go pick up what I need from my office. And I really don't even want to do that, to be honest. It's just how lazy I am. All right, babe, it's 12:15. You're not walking out this door. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess I was trying to use this time to talk to y'all waiting for him to come out the building, but that's not working. See, this is why I don't eat lunch with him every day, because unless he, normally if I do, I just let him either come to my office, or sometimes we'll just meet where we want to eat. Because it's like every time I decide that I want to eat lunch with him and I'm going to come to his job and pick him up, this is what it is. Like, I hate this. But anyway, I will see you all in a bit when we go and eat. Alright, you guys, look who finally made it in the freaking car. Say hey.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Work.
I was telling them, I was like, that's why some days I hate to eat, but I love to eat lunch with you because I enjoy eating lunch with you. But I hate eating lunch with you because you never walk out. Like, I literally have almost been out here for an hour waiting for you.
Really?
And when I pulled up, it was 11:30.
Yeah, but what did I say? Come in, chill in my office, right?
I wanted to come in.
Yeah.
I mean, I was okay being in the car. I'm hungry. The only thing. I just home week.
La Fuente?
Yeah. I should know what I said. I should have stopped by my office and got that my product that I'm making. So you know, I told you I got that adhesive tape yesterday.
I love my wife, people. I love my wife.
Passes at me in the court.
It's an everyday thing.
Oh yes it is. I like it though.
Yeah.
I feel like you, me, and Ashely were all kind of coordinated this morning with our black and gray. And well, I'm the only one that has on gray. Y'all mainly have on black, but yeah.
I didn't think of that. I don't know my gray t-shirt.
I thought that you do underneath your thing.
I have it on.
Why you got the button all the way up then? Looking like a Point Dexter.
Everything but that.
What is it? L7, what, square? I don't know about it.
Yeah, boy, I promise you.
You're L7, you're square.
Yeah. So.
How's work going?
Man, it's cool.
Okay. Were you busy with the student?
Yeah, she was trying to educate herself, looking for black books by black authors and stuff like that. I had a few. I put her on too from my personal library. So yeah.
That's nice and everything, but shoot, your wife was hungry.
I gotta do my job, baby.
I understand all that. I saw on the sign at the Civic Center place that they're having a Mother's Day gospel extravaganza.
Slushy.
Do you know who's coming?
No.
I hope it's not no older, like the older gospel. So like maybe that could have been something that we could have did. Like me and Mom and them.
Yeah.
With the little girls thing. I don't even know what they're talking about doing for Mother's Day this time. But I told her whatever the case may be, we got to be back home Sunday. So
what's happening Sunday?
So I can be with you in Ashton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what am I doing for Father's Day?
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
You know me, Ashton, I have something.
I don't know.
I'm going to grill some meat for you.
That's funny.
Set
Okay.
me, the house, and everything on fire.
We're going to have no backyard. All the grass is gone.
Shoot, I'm going to have 3rd-degree burns everywhere and all that because I don't know how to grill.
Don't claim that.
No.
I'd rather you burn up the yard. Don't claim it.
Well, you don't even have to worry about claiming anything because I'm not doing that. I don't know what to do.
I already know.
So that place is all the way empty again now?
Again, that's like the 4th, 5th time. So, I know what you can do for me Father's Day.
What's that?
Pay me.
That's what you're saying about your birthday too.
Hey, same thing. I don't do gifts. Anybody that says they do gifts, they really don't mean do gifts. They rather you give them the money so they can do
No, that is so not everybody. That's
what gifts are what people gifts are what Christmas is for.
But what kills me about you is, like, you'll be like, oh, I just want money or whatever. Then when the day comes and then all you get is money, you're like, well, you didn't give me a cake. You ain't doing anything special for me. It's just like, the grandiose behind it, it's gone.
So,
and then, and you know what? But look, and then you're that type where if I put all my heart and soul into getting you something, you never give me the response. I'm looking like, oh my God, baby, thank you. Oh, that's cool. That's what's up.
And that's
like,
fine.
Really? No, I'm a woman. I'm not a man. You're supposed to be like, oh, baby, that's so sweet. Like, you give me, ain't nobody else.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Now, you got to do all like that.
I know, right? But so why can't I just do me?
I mean, you definitely do that, but I'm just like, all that I put into it with my heart and soul.
I don't show you I appreciate it?
You do.
Okay, then.
You do, but you don't give me that. Oh, thanks, babe. I really like that.
But that's not
okay. You like, all right, babe. That's what's up. That's cool. When you really like it, this is what you do. You put your hand on your chin. You like, that's what's up.
There you have it. So that's you know how I talk. You know my language. You know the body language. So what's the difference? That's maybe my equivalent to what you're talking about.
I hear you, sweetheart. I hear you.
Oh.
Somebody had a car like Chad. There go Mom. No, that's not Mom. No, it's not her. I thought it was a pilot like what she had.
So you got a convertible, but your window busted out. Not a convertible.
Well, you see they don't have the top down.
It's a convert. If the window is busted out of your convertible, you have a convert.
Baby, what building was that?
That was some machinery type building.
Oh.
It's been like that for a while.
Alright, we're about to pull into La FLUENTES now, you guys.
Eat good.
I don't know. I'm hoping that they'll have it over here. Yeah, we got, here's our food. I have 3 soft tacos and Brandon has 3 hard tacos. And so we're eating our food. Sorry. Turn around to myself. So I'm about to start eating my food, you guys. I can't wait. I got to get it all loaded up with some sour cream and a little salsa, baby. We're going to work this thing out. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.